Good afternoon. It's Saturday, the 8th of October 2014. Welcome everyone to my second episode, My Journey to the Plot. Now last week I showed you things that I've grown, I've tidied up a little bit. We won't delay showing you too many things today, but I've landscaped a little bit. I've got some scallions down, which are from Ireland, and I have changed things around, and more, it's getting better looking now. Well, now I have this problem that I told you about, and it's not an easy problem. And the more you think about a problem, the more I think the better chance you have of solving it. It reminds me when I was in India many years ago, and I met an old Buddhist monk who lived in Morali village outside of New Delhi. And we used to go there to listen to him because he made very nice vegetarian food. And he told me many things. One of the things he said to me once, when you realize that you do not know so much, he said, my friend, my young man, that's when you'll begin to learn, and how true it is. So when you think you know a lot, you realize you don't know anything at all. Now, he also, I quote somebody else, which really will remind me of where I am right now. Experience is a hard teacher because she gives you the test first and the lesson afterwards. That was Albert Einstein. Now, fine, I had no experience, otherwise I would not have the problem that I have today. The problem is a big one, and it's concerning this little house that I'm sitting in now. This was going to be my living type of summer house, but it's now turning into more of a problem than anything else. So many people say it's the same as words of Mr. Bertram, 1977. He says, if it ain't broke, don't bother fixing it. Well, I have a worse problem. It's not I haven't broke anything. The problem is that I have rot. And rot comes from all the water that has kept around the place. Rot is the problem I have, and it has come about by the four main posts have been surrounded by water, or two of them in particular have been surrounded by water, and this one outside there was a shed there, and I couldn't see the post until I took and moved the shed around. So what I'll do now is I'll show you the post, and then if anyone has a solution or a plan, I have my own ideas for it. But I cannot tell you whether they're working or not. But Henry Ford, and it says that failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. So we'll see how intelligent or stupid I am. I'm going to take you outside to show you the problem. You may have solutions, and we'll see where it comes from there, but it's a major thing. Imagine if this house was to fall down on top of me. What a problem. I have some ideas, all solutions, and I will see next time to put them into action to see them. I'll show you a bit of good news first. Since last week, when I showed you, I did some planting, some evergreens here, and I did some heather along here, next to the lavender and the rosemary. So that's not bad. Coming across, I did more. These are, remember I had at the end, down away at the end, I had some scallions way down there. So what I have done, you have to move them up every year. I've grown the scallions here, so they're coming on nicely, and I have moved this will be a salad type of place. Still we have lots of growth here. Down along here there'll be pots. This will be my salad and herbs area, and along here after the shallots, because we're sitting down, we eat those sometimes. Along here will be something that I just did it today. Whatever comes along and I want to do it, we'll have an opportunity to grow them. Now I'm outside my little house where the problem is, and just to remind you, these are patio windows, and they were put on top of doors, painted up, straightened, all interconnected to each other, and it's a sound building. I mean, there's nothing, it'll never go and never fall. Well, I think it wouldn't. The problem I have is a fairly serious problem, and it's down here on the bottom. Now all along here, I had a shed, and I couldn't see the bottom before. But what is happening is the bottom is getting rotten, and there's a load-bearing post on the top of that, and it also goes round to the edge as well. So there's a horizontal one coming from my right. There's an upright on top of the horizontal, and there's another horizontal going along here. So basically there are 3 pieces of 2x4s that has to be tackled. I have some ideas, but I'm not sure. I'll bounce them off you next week and see what you think. The other side of the post that is along from where I was standing is not too bad. It could be better, but there's no permanent water lodging there, and it's not too bad at all. So I'm not too bad. It's 2 posts dangerously wrong. And the other one is in very good order completely. There is no damage at all there. It's sound and it's in good shape. That one there. Look at it, what I found. A little newt. That's a little newt. When the rain falls. Well, thank you for watching once again. That wraps it up for this episode. Now next week I'm going to have another episode. It'll be episode 3. Now, if I get anything useful, I might put a trailer up just to show what's coming. But this is a problem that I have, and about my little house, and so I hope somebody will think about it and put something up down below here to say what they would do if they were in my position. Once again, thank you so much indeed. Bye bye for now.